Hello everybody, this is Jesse Hunter and welcome back to another video. Now today we've got another deck profile. Today we're going over a Psychic D-Ruler deck, so let's get into this. I've ordered this deck a bit differently from A to Z because, I don't know, sort of things is weird with the Dragon Rulers all about the place and whatever. But anyway, let's get into this. For the Psychics, we're running 3 copies of Esper. It's basically the best card in this deck. Easily to special summon it off Serene Psychic Witch there. I go for the 9 with the D-Rulers, the 10 with the Mythic Water Dragons, the 6 with the Psychic Wizard, a 5 with the Serene Psychic Witch, and other possible synchro opportunities. And you can also get the draw when you synchro it if you have summoned it from the Psychic Witch. Second up, we're running 3 copies of Psychic Witch. It's basically how we get our Esper Girl really easily. And, she's decent. Oftentimes I actually do manage to get in for attacks with her, and so 1400 is a decent amount of damage, Next up, we're running 2 copies of Psychic Commander. Not only is it good for all the synchro plays into Archeon, etc. He's just good to sit there on him because he's got the effect which can make him get over 1900 or less monsters. Then we're running 1 copy of Psychic Jumper. This guy's really good. He helps you out in tight situations. They've got a giant monster on board. Psychic Jumper 1000. I'll take that. You can have my Psychic Witch attack. Esper Girl banished, and then get the special summon next turn, which is great. What's it? Emergency teleport. You can summon one, emergency teleport him out, then pay the 1000 to get the switch. And last up, running 1 copy of Silent Psychic Wizard. So it's just another way to summon our psychics. And he's got a decent beat with 1900 attack. And next up, we got a Dragon Ruler's Blaster, Tidal Tempest, and Redox. Redox is going to be easiest to summon as all the psychics are Earths, and as are a lot of the monsters we're running. Well, the other monsters really, and our synchros. We've got a few Earths in here. Actually, a lot of Earths, never mind a few. But yep. So for our Blaster Search target, we're running 1 copy of Flamval Guard. These just helps get its synchros off, and mostly with Stardust over any of the D-Rulers. For our title target, we've got Mythic Water Dragon, the second best card in the deck. Summon Esper Girl, special this guy Leo. Boom, get ruined. First turn Leo. And then we're running 2 copy Mythic Tree Dragon. I'm not running 3 because it seemed very cloggy. I'd often draw it. It's not very good if you just summon it. So I dropped it down to 2, so I can add some other cards in. And it does help you though with that 8 or 7 XCs, or just to go for a synchro play with our psychics up here. Then for our Tempest Search target, we're running Debris Dragon. I don't know why I ordered them like that. I should have run the other way around. Oh, well, whatever. Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon's going to get you a summon, and then you can go for that synchro play. Mythic Tree Dragon is a good target thing to the Stardust there. Or you can summon an Esper Girl, even though it's a tuner, and Card Trooper. There's a few targets in the deck. Psychic Jumper, I think, is one too. Yep. And a Flamval Guard, if you really have to. And then for the cards that are not dragons or psychics, we're running 2 copies of Card Trooper. Let's get it going your cards in the grave to summon the Dragon Rulers, as we don't really run too many dragons. It's good to get them in the grave easy with Card Trooper. Then he has the 1900. Or you can get that nice draw when he's destroyed. And last time, 1 copy of Grand Soil. It's pretty easy to summon the psychics. And with the Redox there, we will have extra potential to set up a graveyard for exact 5 for Grand Soil, and then we can summon a nice synchro from the grave, which is great. So that's it for monsters. For spells, running 1 copy of Dark Hole. That pretty obvious what that does. 3 copies of Emergency Teleport. This card's amazing. Special summons your psychics. Gets that 1 turn synchro plays going. 2 copies of Forbidden Lance. Alternatively, you can non Soul Charge, but I don't know. I'm just running Lance here to stop traps. Was getting really annoyed because traps kept killing me, so I put into Lance. So you can also put Soul Charge instead. That's when they get destroyed by the traps. You can just Soul Charge them back, but I prefer Lance. But that probably sounds stupid, but whatever. That's just my opinion. 2 copies of MST. Pretty obvious what that's going to do. Emptiness is a great card in this format, so just MST and a boom. Special summoning is allowed again. 1 copy of Bottomless, a staple. 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill. It's really good against Winder. Allows us to make our plays. 1 copy of Compulse, again staple. 2 D Prisons, yep, pretty staple. Trap after the limited. Breakthrough, these are probably the most staple traps for this format, other than Emptiness, which I might think about running instead of the Lancers, but I've been really annoyed by these traps lately. 1 copy of Sun Warning, again staple, and same thing with Torrential Tribute. For extra deck, we're running Armodies, best level 5 in my opinion. Black Rose Dragon is best level 7, obviously. field nuke is great. One copy of Giganta Castle. You go for this with a Dragon Ruler and Esper Girl. And it has a 3100 attack points, which is pretty good. And one copy of Goya, best level 6, steal your bitch, basically. Yeah. 2 copies of Leo, so this card's really needs to go into the deck. Mythic Water Dragon with a special summon Esper Girl. Boom, there's your Leo. Barkion, it's a great card, negate all those traps by banishing 2, which actually helps to Grand Soil over there. Set your graveyard up how you want it for that 5. And running 1 Beast, same as Barkion, except he mills, and he negates spells. I'm running 2 copies of Star Eater. If Debris Dragon ever gets his errata, I will drop that down to 1, because you won't be able to summon it with Debris and the Dragon Ruler, if I remember his errata correctly. But yeah, the main reason you're going to go for this Mythic Water Dragon and the Psychic Commander over there. Last up, running 1 Stardust, Flammable God and a Dragon Ruler, like I've already pointed out. So for Xyz, we're running 1 Felgrand, and that's going to be with the Tree Dragon and Mythic Water Dragon. Hieratic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis, this is the same thing. Then for our 7s, we're running Mecha Phantom Beast, Dracossack, and number 11 Big Eye. For our side deck, I am running Side Blocker. This card is just like one of my favourites of mine. It's good in decks like these where you're running high level monsters because they've got an Ophion on the field. You summon this, call it, no more Ophion for you. There's my Dragon Ruler, run over that Ophion. 2 copies of Noble Lacrosse out. I'm sure Dolls is the best deck in this format, so you use this and get rid of them. 1 copy of System down. Some people are still playing Gear Gears. I see gadgets occasionally. You know, this is a good way to get the banish of all their monsters, which just will slow them down. 2 copies of Debunk. Dolls are really good in this format, and so are Burning Abyss, so flip this up. Nope effects for you, and they're going to get banished too, so they can't use them for anything else, like say a Falco effect, or banishing for a BLS, or Sir. I took up Pulling the Rug, this is good against the Tellarknights, because all of them get their effects when they normal summon, so Pulling the Rug, nope, and it's also good against some Dolces with the Mageline, and the Mewfuel with their effects there. 2 copies of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Like I've already said, the best deck is Dolls, so this is going to stop them, and Burning Abyss are also darks. And 1 copy of Soul Drain, same thing as Debunk, and lots of great effects. 2 copies of Stygian Dirge, this is good against Tellarknights and Burning Abyss. And then I'm running 2 copies of Xyz Universe. I know it's not the best this format, but I still see people that playing Gear Gears and the Tellarknights do sometimes go for the multiple rank 4s, and I have 4 targets, so I thought, why not run it? So this is it for the deck profile. I'll probably do a dual video of this shortly, probably upload this a few days after this, or a couple, or 1, I don't know, depending on whatever I do it, if I can get a decent duel. So when this has been Jackie, learn to talk. This has been Jackie 100 signing off. Have a good day.